Ladies and gentlemen, the world doesn't owe you confidence. You build it by believing in yourself. Everybody talks about belief, belief in dreams, belief in destiny. But the truth is, nobody is going to believe in you until you believe in you. The world isn't sitting around waiting to hand you a shot. It's waiting to see what you're really made of. And if you're sitting there hoping someone will come save you, give you a chance, or clap for your potential, let me wake you up. No one's coming. No one's clapping. You've got one choice that will define everything. Bet on yourself. Because when you bet on yourself, the game changes. You stop asking for permission and you start proving through action. Watch this full speech if you're ready to stop waiting and start owning your greatness. The foundation. It starts with you. Nobody is born with unshakable confidence. It's built brick by brick through hard days, quiet nights, and relentless effort. Most people doubt themselves because they've never put in enough work to give themselves a reason not to. That's why betting on yourself means grinding, even when there's no applause, no likes, no backup plan. And look, take weight next. The power of personal investment. Think about this. You invest in clothes, phones, distractions. But when was the last time you invested in you? Your skills, your growth, your discipline. People don't bet on themselves because they're afraid to lose. But here's the truth. The biggest loss is never trying. When you don't invest in yourself, you're already losing. Losing time, energy, and potential. Betting on yourself means being willing to go all in. Not halfway, not if it feels right, but every day, rain or shine. Defeating self-doubt. Self-doubt is the enemy of self-made success. It whispers that you're not ready, that you'll fail, that others are better. But here's the truth. It's lying to you. Every person who's done anything meaningful had to fight the same voice. The difference, they didn't listen. They took action through the doubt. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. You want to feel unstoppable? Then act like someone who can't be stopped before you feel ready. The most dangerous thing is waiting. Waiting for the right time, the perfect moment, for someone to validate your idea, for the universe to give you a sign. Let me give it to you right now. This is your sign. The time is now. Because while you wait, someone else is building, someone else is grinding. And success doesn't go to the person who waits the longest. It goes to the one who moves first. Speed kills fear. Movement creates momentum. The clock is ticking. What are you doing with it? Decide. You're worth it. At some point, you have to look in the mirror and decide, I'm worth the risk. I'm worth the fight. I'm worth the climb. Because the world will only value you as much as you value you. You set the price tag, so set it high. Don't discount your worth just because it's taken time. The best things in life are earned, not handed out. Bet on yourself because you're the only investment guaranteed to pay off if you don't quit. If this first hour lit a fire inside you, then stick with me because we're just getting started. The next 8 hours are about strategy, mindset, grit, and full-blown transformation. Hit that like button, subscribe, and comment, I'm all in. if you're ready to bet on yourself and never fold again. Stay locked in to take you even deeper.
The price of waiting is always higher than the risk of moving. Listen closely, because this might be the hour that wakes you up. Every second you wait to bet on yourself, the world moves forward without you. The opportunity passes.
The door closes. The window shrinks. That idea you had, someone else is building it. That dream you keep talking about, someone else is out there chasing it at full speed, while you're still hesitating, doubting, and calculating risks that haven't even happened yet. You think you're being safe by waiting, but in reality, you're paying the ultimate price. Time you can never get back. You want the truth? The truth is, no one is coming to push you. No one is coming to rescue you. I used to do well.
If you don't place a bet on yourself, if you don't go all in on your talent, discipline, hunger, then life will treat you like a back character, and that's not what you were born for. It's better to move forward and learn through fire than to stay safe and burn in regret. Because regret, it's a lifetime sentence. But action gives you options. Action creates new roads. Even if you fail, you're failing forward. You're growing. You're gaining knowledge, experience, clarity. But when you sit and wait, you gain nothing but doubt, fear, and excuses. You keep thinking the time isn't right. Let me tell you, the time will never be perfect. The conditions will never all align. You will never feel 100% ready. That's the trap. Winners don't wait for conditions. Winners create momentum in spite of them. You've got to bet on yourself when it's dark. You've got to bet on yourself when nobody claps, when nobody texts, when nobody believes. Success demands belief before results. It demands sacrifice before rewards. That means you've got to walk through seasons of silence, work without applause, grind without praise. That's the test. And the people who pass it, they rise. Understand this clearly. You'll never outperform the belief you have in yourself. If you think you can only go halfway, that's where you'll stop. If you think you're not good enough, you won't be. But if you walk into every day with a champion's mindset, if you walk in like the game is already yours, your actions will rise to match that identity. Betting on yourself isn't arrogance. It's responsibility. It's you taking ownership of your life. You don't need 10 people to say you're ready. You just need one. You. So here's your challenge. Stop outsourcing your confidence. Stop waiting for a signal. Stop asking for permission. Go build what you said you were going to build. Train how you said you'd train. Create what you said you'd create. Wake up earlier. Stay up later. Cut off the distractions. Lock in and commit like your life depends on it. Because it does. Every excuse is a delay. Every delay is a debt. And the longer you wait, the heavier that debt becomes. So stop waiting. Get uncomfortable. Get serious. And go bet on the one person who's been with you through it all. You. Your grind is the loudest language. Speak it fluidly. Enough talking. Enough planning. Enough dreaming out loud. At some point, the world stops listening to words and starts watching results. In this world, your grind is the loudest language you can speak.
It cuts through doubt, through fear, through silence, through every excuse that tried to keep you small. When you bet on yourself, you speak through action. You don't need validation. You don't need recognition. You don't even need agreement. What you need is a work ethic that echoes louder than anything people can say about you. Understand this. Every single day is a performance.
Even when no one's watching, especially when no one's watching. That's where greatness is born. In the dark rooms, in the early mornings, in the late nights, in the reps that don't make Instagram.
In the effort that won't get applause, but will build armor for the storm. Discipline is your sharpest weapon. Not talent, not potential, not good intentions. Talent fades when it's not sharpened. Potential dies when it's not activated. But discipline, real, gritty, unbreakable discipline, that's the edge. That's how you separate yourself from the Tuckers and the almosts. You say you want it? Then show me how you work when you're tired. Show me how you push when it's boring. Show me how you keep swinging when the results are slow. Because that's the test. The grind will ask you, do you really want this? And your response can't be verbal. It has to be physical. It has to be seen in your habits, your attitude, your intensity. Your grind is your identity in motion. It's how you show the world you're not just dreaming, you're doing. You're not just wishing, you're working. While others are still talking about what they'll do one day, you're out here stacking days that turn into weeks, that turn into greatness. Betting on yourself means you invest where no one else would. It means you're willing to be the only one in the room who believes until your results force everyone to notice. You don't have to yell. You don't have to prove anything. Just keep showing up. Keep delivering. Let the silence be your stage and let your work do the talking. And don't get it twisted. This grind isn't supposed to be glamorous. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to test your patience, your resilience, your hunger. That's the process. That's how the fire gets built, not with comfort, but with commitment. So the next time you feel tired, ask yourself this: is it time to rest or is it time to rise? Because you're not here to live a half version of your potential. You're here to wake the world up. You're here to build something that outlives the doubt, the struggle, the season you're in. The grind will never betray you. It will always repay you. In full. You just have to stay long enough to collect. Now let's go. Keep grinding. Keep climbing. Speak with your work and watch the world listen. The mindset shift. From seeking approval to self-belief. You were never meant to live your life trying to please everyone. You weren't born to seek approval. You were born to build. To lead. To believe. And believing in yourself isn't arrogance. It's survival. It's success. It's the only way forward. When no one is clapping for you. When no one is watching. And when every door you knock on stays closed. Let this hour shake the foundation of your thinking. Because betting on yourself means rewiring your entire mindset. It means turning down the volume of outside opinions and turning up the fire within. And in this chapter, we go deep into how to develop that unshakable belief that becomes your foundation when the world gives you nothing but doubt. Let's be honest. Most people are waiting for someone to co-sign their ambition. They're sitting around hoping a friend, a parent, a boss, or a stranger will validate their dream. But champions move before anyone understands why. They invest before they're ready. They take action when no one else believes, because they believe. The most powerful transformation you can experience starts in your mind. When you stop outsourcing confidence and start producing it from within, you change your entire life. You become dangerous because now you don't need their recognition. You don't need their permission. You become unstoppable, not because it's easy, but because you no longer depend on anything outside yourself to move. If you only do the work when someone is watching, you're not building discipline, you're performing. That's not commitment, that's insecurity in disguise. Betting on yourself means doing the work when no one's watching. Waking up early, even when it's dark. Showing up to the gym when you're tired. Sticking to your vision when even your closest friends doubt you. That's self-belief in motion. Listen, confidence isn't built by saying affirmations. It's built by doing hard things consistently. It's built by proving to yourself that you can be counted on. It's built by making promises and keeping them every single time. If you want to bet on yourself, you've got to start with trust. The kind of trust that comes from self-discipline and follow-through. When you make that shift from, I hope they like me, to I know I'm built for this, everything changes. You walk differently. You speak with clarity. You act with conviction. Why? Because you're no longer chasing opinions, you're chasing results. And let me tell you, the world will doubt you. That's a given. The world will throw shade. It will laugh. It will misunderstand your silence, your hunger, your focus. That's fine. That's not your concern. Your mission is to keep moving, to keep stacking the work. Because betting on yourself isn't about the show. It's about the long game. And the long game requires thick skin, clear goals, and a heart that refuses to quit. And here's the truth. You can't be great and safe at the same time. Playing it safe never built empires. Playing it safe never wrote history. Playing it safe never made anyone legendary. The people you admire didn't play it safe. They bet on themselves before the world understood their greatness. You've got to do the same. So stop looking for a crowd. Stop asking for backup. Stop needing cheerleaders. Could you be able to redeem it? The only voice you need is your own, reminding you every single day that you were built to rise, built to grind, built to overcome. Because when it's all said and done, no one's going to give you success. No one's going to hand you a crown. If this speech lit something inside you, don't let it die. Rewatch it, bookmark it, live it. And most importantly, commit. Say it out loud right now. I'm betting on myself, no matter what. Then get back in the game and keep building your legacy. Burn the backup plan. Make your dream the only option. Let's stop sugarcoating it. The reason most people fail isn't because they weren't capable. It's because they always kept one foot out the door. They had a backup plan, a comfort zone, a soft place to fall. They never win all in. And when you don't go all in, you don't get all out. You don't bet on yourself halfway. You don't build a legacy with hesitation. At some point, you've got to burn the backup plan and make your dream the only way forward. Because the people who make it, they're not just talented, they're committed. They didn't leave a bridge behind to retreat across if it got hard. They burned that bridge. They turned around and said, "There's no turning back. It's this or nothing." That's the kind of focus that creates unstoppable momentum. You've got to stop giving yourself the option to quit. You've got to stop telling yourself, "If this doesn't work, I'll just do that instead." That kind of language is toxic to success. It weakens your drive. It lowers your standards.
Betting on yourself means you stop playing both sides. You stop flirting with your dream and start marrying it, for better or worse.
There's a reason why the most dangerous people in the world are those with nothing to lose. But imagine being dangerous because you've chosen to risk it all for something you believe in. That's what this is. If you make it,
That's what betting on yourself really means. Being willing to give everything because you know your potential is worth it. Listen closely. Success doesn't go to the person with the best plan B. It goes to the one who treats plan A like it's the only oxygen in the room. You either breathe it or you suffocate. You either fight for your dream or you die wondering what could have been. You want freedom? You want greatness? Then you've got to take away the parachute. Because as long as you know there's a way to play it safe, you'll never give your all to this moment. And this moment, it's everything. This moment is where the shift happens. This is where the average walk away and the obsessed step in. Do you want to be average or obsessed? Because average plays the odds. Obsessed defies them. Average follows the crowd. Obsessed leads without applause. Average waits for perfect timing. Obsessed creates the time, the opportunity, the breakthrough. If you want what most people don't have, you have to do what most people won't do. That means working when you're tired, showing up when you're discouraged, pushing forward when it feels like no one believes in you. Because even if no one else sees it, you see it. You see the dream. You feel the vision. And that's all you need. I feel this is where the weak quit. This is where the strong build. You're not here to coast. You're here to conquer. And the only way to conquer anything is to commit fully. This is about obsession. This is about becoming so focused, so locked in, that you refuse to lose. It's not going to be easy, and that's the point. Nothing great ever is. But the pain of discipline is nothing compared to the pain of regret. Regret will haunt you. Discipline will shape you. Choose wisely, because every day you delay, someone else is taking the spot you were born to dominate. Now ask yourself, are you willing to sacrifice comfort for purpose? Are you willing to silence doubt with action? Are you ready to walk away from maybe and run toward definitely? Because if you are, then it's time to burn the backup plan. Bet on yourself. Go all in. And never look back. If this hit you deep, good. That means it's real. That means it's time. So here's the challenge. Write it down today.
I'm done holding back. I'm going all in. Say it, believe it, then act on it. Share this speech, watch the next hour, and remember, the only person who needs to believe in you is you. Confidence is built in the dark, when the lights are off, when no one is watching, when the cameras aren't rolling. That's where real confidence is built. Not the kind of surface-level confidence that fades with failure. I'm talking about the kind of belief in yourself that can't be shaken because it was forged in silence, in struggle, in solitude. Most people want the reward without the preparation. They want the outcome without the crime. But you're not most people. You're the one who's choosing to show up even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when you don't know if it's going to pay off. You build belief by betting on yourself daily. Not once, not twice, daily. Every rep, every hour you study, every extra shift, every early morning, every late night, you're stacking confidence. You're reinforcing the truth that your dreams don't belong to chance. They belong to your effort. The world can doubt you, but if you don't believe in yourself, you've already lost the fight. That belief must be non-negotiable. There's power in not needing applause. Power in not needing someone to validate your effort. Power in looking in the mirror, in knowing that your work ethic speaks louder than any words ever could. You become unstoppable when your self-worth is tied to your discipline, not people's opinions. So ask yourself, are you showing up for others or are you showing up for yourself? Because when you choose the second one, that's when you start to rise. That's when you take back control of your life. That's when betting on yourself becomes your default and victory becomes inevitable. The world owes you nothing, but you owe yourself everything. Let's be real. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. Not respect, not recognition, not opportunity. That's a hard truth, but it's one you need to embrace. Because once you stop waiting for someone to give you a break and start creating your own path, that's when the game changes. That's when the momentum shifts. That's when you finally step into the driver's seat of your own destiny. You owe yourself everything. You owe it to the kid you used to be, the one who had dreams before life tried to beat them out of you. You owe it to the future version of you, the one who's counting on your decisions today. And you owe it to the person you are right now, who deep down knows that playing it safe is just another form of slow failure. You can't expect someone else to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. You can't expect someone to hand you the life you want, because they won't. That life you want, that version of you that's powerful, disciplined, successful, respected, that version doesn't get handed over. It's earned, day by day, inch by inch, bet by bet. Every time you choose to grind instead of complain, show up instead of back down, move forward instead of making excuses, you are making a bet on your future. You are proving to yourself that you're capable. And guess what? No one can ever take that from you. Not the setbacks, not the failures, not the critics. You are the only constant in your story. Coaches can leave. Support systems can fade. Friends can doubt. But your grind, that's yours. Your habits, yours. Your belief in your ability to rise, that's 100% on you. And that's the beauty of it. Because when the victory comes, it's yours too. So stop waiting, stop blaming, stop giving your power away. Get to work. Bet on your future by putting in the work today. Bet fully. Burn the bridge behind you. This is it. This is where you decide if you're halfway in or all the way committed. Because betting on yourself doesn't mean dipping your toes in the water. It means diving in with zero backup plan. It means removing the escape route. It means burning the damn bridge behind you and saying, I'm not going back. Because forward is the only direction I accept. You don't get greatness by trying. You get greatness by committing. By waking up with a non-negotiable attitude. By turning off every distraction. By sacrificing comfort, convenience, and the approval of the crowd. That's what it takes. And deep down, you already know it. Let the world call you obsessed. Let them call you crazy. Let them mock your discipline, your work ethic, your tunnel vision. Because the truth is, they don't understand what it means to believe in yourself so much that failure isn't even an option. It's just fuel. You're not doing this for applause. You're doing this for alignment. You're doing it because there's a standard inside of you that refuses to be ignored. A fire that won't die down. A dream that demands to be built. Step by step, no matter the pain. And don't forget this. People will doubt you until you succeed, and then they'll act like they always believed in you. Let them talk. Let them watch. Because you're not betting on their validation. You're betting on your vision. So, take the shot. Take the risk. Take the punch. Take the hit. Take the rejection. And keep going. Because the world only rewards the ones who were brave enough to bet it all on themselves before anyone else saw the value. Now is your moment. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the right time. You are the permission. You are the right time. Bet on yourself. Fully, relentlessly, without apology. Watch how the world eventually adjusts to your energy. Like-minded man to mine and seek. Like-minded man to mine and seek. Like-minded man to mine and seek the energy. Right now, if you're ready to stop talking about potential and start proving it, hit that like button. Drop a comment about the bet you're making on yourself and share this with someone who needs to wake up and believe in their own power. This isn't just motivation. This is a mindset. And if you're still here after 9 hours, then you're not average. You're built for this. Now, act like it.